So, if you were not aware, YouTube just dropped the most mind-boggling marketing news in the last decade at their live conference just a few days ago. And if you're any sort of entrepreneur, self-starter, content creator, YouTube, Google, website, whatever it is, you absolutely need to know about this and adjust to it before you get caught behind another wave. We haven't seen something like this in a long time, so make sure you listen to this very carefully. So Google a few days ago at their live conference pretty much told everyone, hey, we're no longer going to be using keyword search optimization, otherwise known as SEO, and they're adopting this new AEO, which is AI engine optimization. And so essentially what this means is for years, everyone has been utilizing search engine optimization using keywords, whether that be in tags, in title, or in your video. They've been ensuring that they say certain phrases or include certain phrases so that when people search something up on a platform, it pops up. This is really important, man. This has been going on for almost 10 years now, but ultimately AI has been causing such a threat to platforms like Google, and even with Gemini being there, Google said, hey, we're just going to scrap our entire business model and just try to monopolize the entire industry. So what they're doing is there's this new AI Pro, AI Max, I think is what it's called. And essentially, if you're a large company, it's going to be collecting your data. And they pretty much released a mandate to all these large companies saying, hey, pay this or you're going to get left behind, because this is the only way that your advertisements are going to be released to consumers. So just as a reference, Google has this unbelievable grip on marketing across all these large companies. It's around 32% of all ad revenue. And so it's such a firm hold. And they literally just said, hey, they called it a mandate. But so how this affects small creators like yourself is that you need to completely wipe your memory about whatever SEO was. It doesn't matter anymore. Those keywords and those tags are not what's going to be bringing in viewers for your channel now. You have to adopt to AEO, and it's already started on YouTube now. So what is AEO? Once again, AEO is AI engine optimization. Essentially, in the same way that you would use ChatGPT, Claude, or Grok and ask it a question and it would articulate an answer. Previously, people would be using Google and they would search up, how do I fix a leaky faucet, for example, right? And if you had a website that said how to fix a leaky faucet, that would score higher on Google's rankings, right? That was SEO. But AEO is essentially using artificial intelligence to understand a complex problem and provide solutions for you, just in the Google ranking way of doing things. So essentially what this will mean is if I were to say, how do I fix a leaky faucet? And your video says, this is how you solve a leaky faucet, for example. Just because those keywords don't directly align, your video is still going to score higher. So basically, you need to understand that the keywords in these tags are really not that important anymore. And having answer-driven videos that solve problems for people is what AI is going to pull from. Ultimately, this is all part of Google's plan to become more of a sales-focused platform. And some of you may disagree with that, but I mean, it's from YouTube's words directly. It's still a creative platform, but you have to understand that Google has to compete with both AI vendors that they're trying to monopolize right now and completely remove as competition, and then also find a way to utilize their new global shopping, which is essentially you can look anything up through Google's new AI and purchase anything right there universally. So they're trying to compete with places like TikTok Shop and Amazon. So Google's really going in big, but no one's talking about how it directly affects YouTube as well. So it's really important that you guys understand this. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how people shift to this. And I definitely anticipate like a lot of people doing affiliate marketing, for example, which is something I might do as well. But I feel like YouTube is really quickly going to become a place where creative juices could be lost. Really, like the takeaways from this are you need to shift your videos from thinking so much about subscriber count and click-through rate and just overall outreach and more about like conversion rate. Like, are you solving problems for the viewer? The AI is going to pull your video and recommend your video if it directly hears in your audio script you answering problems. So that's like the direction your videos need to be focused on. Videos need to be centered around like, okay, what is this person that is looking something up on Google or YouTube right now probably asking? What are they looking for? And then tailor your videos around like just solving problems. And so once again, I'm curious to see how this affects the creative aspect of YouTube, because I think it's something that all of us enjoy. Even myself, like I'm not someone that really creates YouTube content, although I am getting into it now, subscribe, but it's never been something that I really took a chance on. But now that I've, am seeing these things and hearing these things that are really big shifting moments, I'm definitely curious to see if creative juices will be lost. Like one of the reasons why YouTube still sticks out from platforms like TikTok so much is TikTok is full of people thinking that they're this and that and promoting products. And YouTube originated that, but it also has a great place of like creative, artistic content that people just like to go on and hang out and chill and build a community, which is really enjoyable. Once again, I want to keep my eye on this and keep you guys updated on anything else new. I know they're still kind of rolling out the Google AI Max, and I know that, a lot of these large corporations are going to have to decide if they're going to pay it or not. So we'll see how this all plays out. But big thing to understand is how the algorithm is shifting both in Google or into YouTube. And for a lot of us that just want to be like, hey, we want to make a lot of money online so we can have the freedom in life, we have to understand, the deck of cards that we're holding, right? You have to really understand your hand. And right now, the cards that are being dealt have shifted, and it's our job to really understand that. So I'm going to keep you guys updated, dropping a lot of life advice as well, things that, we could all work on as people that enjoy personal freedom and playing video games and having a good time, but also maybe lack some other skills. So I have a lot to share with you guys, whether it's related to personal finance, career success, marketing, technology. Actually, you guys are probably better at technology than me, but I have a lot to share with you guys. Appreciate if you guys would subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment. I'll tap in with all you guys and just keep an eye out for more content, all right? All right. Have a great day.